So this task is about report wizard. Okay, so we're going to open the database that we saved at the end of the last task. This report, we're going to display all the data for all the cars with alloy wheels. Now let's just have a look at the table. Let's just glance at the table cars. Open the table in datasheet view. And you can, oh, we've done this before, alloy wheels, right? How do you run a query that shows just all of the cars with alloy wheels? What was the trick? Do you recall? Because there's only two that, like item number 10, the Ford Escort, has only alloy wheels, right? Yes. And car number, was it 4? Yes. All right, so car 10 and the BMW and car ID 4 has alloy wheels. All right, but this report says display all the data for all the cars with alloy wheels. And so there are other cars with alloy wheels, such as car number 1, car number 5. All right. So we go into we create a query. Unless you've got a query that you want to change. Have you got a query that you wish to change? Have you got a, or just go query, create, query wizard.
Creating a query.
Yeah, create a query wizard. Ooh. I had a quick flash of photographs from my past appeared on the screen. That just got recorded. Query wizard, a simple query wizard. Did you create a query wizard, or are you just going into an old query and changing it? All right, we select everything. Is there any fields they didn't want? Okay, they've got, you can see the image there. They've got make, model, color, P price, sales price, year, extra, everything. All right, so I've included all the fields. All right. And I want a detail, not the summary. The title I want for the query, well, I'll call it the same as what the report will be. And the report's going to be called Cars with Alloy Wheels. Modify the query design. Now we want, in the extras, how did you type the criteria in the extras? The criteria in the, go to query design. Go to the query design. I'm looking on your screens for query design, yeah? How are you going, Jim? You've got query design on the screen? And in the criteria under extras, we don't just type alloy wheels. What was it that we typed? To get the wildcard characters for before and after the alloy wheels. Asterisk, correct. So you go asterisk, means anything in front of alloy wheels will be, it's possible to have something in front. Alloy wheels, and then asterisk again means anything after it. So if it's hidden somewhere in the extras, we run that, and you can find a list of how many
15, 35.
35 is correct. You got 35?
Yes. In criteria. You don't have the quotation.
Now, look, save that query. So I've got it called query cars with alloy wheels. But that's not our report, is it? That's just the query that our report will be based upon. So let's create, in the Create tab, you will find the report section and click on the report wizard. Report, oh it doesn't, yeah, there it is, report wizard, it's a tiny one. Now this time we can select, see the tables, there's more files to choose from. Choose the query that we've just saved regarding cars with alloy wheels. Now the task displays, we're going to display all data. So we're going to move all fields, so double arrow will select every field. Now we want the page orientation to portrait. So let's go next. Do you want to add any grouping and levels? We don't do grouping and levels in the IGCSE. Okay, so no grouping and levels are worried about. Just ignore that. We don't. I don't think we need to worry about sorting as well in IGCSE at this stage. But we do have to worry about orientation. So do you get portrait orientation? There's a couple of different layouts. I'm just going to leave the layout as a default, whatever it says, because that's not necessary. What title do we want the report? And this time we put the report, it's got to be called Cars with Alloy Wheels, capital C. Everything else lowercase. Always watch what, make it precise as requested. Well, as we did in the last activity, we're going to, so that we can adjust just have a look at the design view. But there was no criteria. Was there any criteria that we had to? So let's go back to the task. It just says, has your name in the report header followed, has your name in the report header. So yes, we have to modify the report's design. Because the question stated, it has your name in the report header. So therefore we must request, click the button that says modify the report's design, finish. That will take us to the design view for our report. You ready? You can finish that? Okay. Yes, that's the report design. Now, in the I think the header page, the report header. In the report header, we want our name. So we can move that cars with alloy wheels just down perhaps. Just down a bit and put our name above it.
As a text box or label?
Remember the problem you had with the text box before?
So label.
Yeah. If you're not sure, just click on cars with alloy wheels, go across and have a look at the properties. So you can see the properties is cars with alloy wheels is label. So we want another label just to have like a heading. So find the label and just a lorry. So we've got our name. Now, just to let you know, in the test, in the practical, when they look at the report, all the details must be visual. That means you can't have any asterisks. You cannot have anything hidden. So when you run it and you think, oh, a field needs to be a little bit bigger, a bit smaller, then you do need to go back and adjust it. So let's have a look at this. Let's run it and see what it looks like. So we go to the view and just go to the report view.
Ooh, okay, no space.
Now you can see there's asterisks. Now go right down, scroll right down and go down. Yep. How many have we got in the list? 68. Well, I thought there was only going to be 35.
No, I mean, it's not, it's not numbered as in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, it's all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay. So we didn't sort it. That's okay. We didn't have to. There was no instruction to sort the ID. Now, but we do have to adjust the columns. I've got to adjust P price, S price, year, and valet. I need less space for some. Now, what about purchase date? Purchase date's going to be awkward too, isn't it?
Oh, right that.
So you go back to the design view.
You see that?
I'm going to move the ID across right over to the left of the page. So there's a little bit of a space that I can move my ID. I'm not sure about yours, but I can move my ID across. My ID was big enough. You can make you can make them deeper, like you can fit it on 2 rows. So you just slide the detail area, make it slightly bigger by putting the little arrow just above. If you want to make something deeper, you click, you put it just there, and you slide it down and make that slightly deeper. So if you want to make the details area slightly deeper, yeah, that's right. That way you can make those little boxes thicker to fill out if you want it to go on 2 rows. If it doesn't fit on 1 row, it might fit on 2. Slide the ID across to the left because you've got some space there. You could probably make some space so that you've got more for P price and S price and valet. Make the extras deeper. Well, remember we're dealing with portrait, so you can, if it still fits on portrait, I'm not sure what the measurements of the portrait inches are. Have we already used up our width? Do we have room if it's portrait? What you could always do is look at the print preview. When you go to datasheet view, so if you go to datasheet view and have a look at the print preview, you can, I tell you, you might, the portrait, I think it's already fitting on the page. So if you make it wider, you might go off the print when it prints on the printer. You've got to stick within that limit. So I'm going to go back to the file, go back to the design.
Oh God, that lid is so small. What's busy here this video? I just put this on here. Wait, is P date supposed to be empty?
Cars with alloy wheels.
It should be right.
The make doesn't have to be so wide. Make the make as small as you can get away with.
Oh yeah, it makes too big.
I think even maybe the model might be able to be reduced. Color doesn't need to be so big. Purchase price just needs to be just a tad longer.
How big is SP price? Oh, that's big. Yeah, it's really big.
Ignore the extras at the moment. That's going to be difficult. Make the valet a bit bigger.
Hopefully the price of the SP is right. Oh, it's too small. Oh dear. My SP needs to be bigger. My colors in here now.
How big will the express and papers be?
SP went up.
I wish P date was a short date, but it's a long date.
Can I restart it because
If you need to.
yes.
Yeah, apparently you need a locker color as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's this one really long one. Ah,
Just make sure that you've got enough space for the extras. You can probably make the extras a bit deeper. I'm just having trouble at the moment with S price needs to be a bit bigger and my P date needs to be a bit bigger. Make your extras box very thick. So just make that extras box deeper. So you make your extras box in the details thicker. It covers a couple of lines.
so Laurie, can
Yeah.
you look at this?
Oh, yes, good,
That's how
good. But P date is
it's blank. It was always blank.
really, but the last P date, wasn't there a P date on the last P date?
Wait, is there a P8 blank?
On the last one?
But there's a date for the last,
On the last one?
the board escort, so.
Ah, yeah. Or which one? I need to make, what's too big, there's more space for PD. I make color a little bigger because there's metallic gray. Electric blue.
Or we'll make the colour deeper, make it 2 lines, yeah, rather than longer.
Surface. Yeah, it works.
There's a Mercedes CLK 320 Elegance, so make sure that that fits as well. That's item number 50. The model will have to be deep.
Not that detail. That. When we first sit down. More help. Better help. No, can't make any difference. You can do, but in print you can't. Yeah, I won't print all of it because it's only published.
Okay, now all I have to do now is pray that this works. P-Day, you have to put a lot for P-Day.
Leather seats, so you should have 3 lines for your extras.
I'm just gonna give P-Day so much space. If this doesn't work.
What about if you make it deep?
Oh yeah, that would work. God. But are we trying to make it, would it print? It won't print because it's at the bottom. It won't print that.
Okay, so once you've got all of the details that you can see, there's nothing that's missing when you scroll through it, then you've finished. Well, good job. Save that once you're finished, and you could even try and print it out. All right, I'm going to leave it there.
Okay.
So until we chat again, stay happy.